Imagine this scenario. You're scrolling through LEGO sets that you potentially want to buy, and you come across the RMS Titanic. But then you realize that it's an insane $630. Well, not to worry, because in this video, I'm going to be showing you a brick-by-brick tutorial on how to build your own mini Titanic. Welcome to Printz Studio. Now, here's a quick note. Before we actually begin this is the first brick-by-brick tutorial that I've done. And I'm going to mention this is not a regular thing. I'm only going to be doing this for the models that are so small they don't really need whole instruction manuals for them. But let's dive right into this. Just a quick reminder, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get on with this. Okay, the first thing we're going to do here is grab a very large base plate. The dimensions are going to be 14 by 18. And you're now going to grab these Titanic bricks and wrap them all around. And finally, for this step, you're going to want to fill in the gaps with any part you want. This interior section is going to contain a mostly completely random bricks that you can put in any pattern to improve stability. Keep in mind, we are only building this base plate so that way we can connect it to other modules if we so want to. Next up, grab your plates and put them all over the top to give it that nice watery effect. If I had enough trans blue tiles, I would definitely cover the whole thing in that, because that makes it look a lot like deep water. So if you guys have enough of those, give it a try. It would look really cool. Okay, now we have the base plate done, and it's time to work on the actual Titanic. Take a few of these snot bricks and a Titanic brick, and build this little construction on the very end. This is going to be the back of the Titanic. Now at the front, you're going to want to grab some more plates, a brick, another snot brick, Titanic piece, and so on. The 1x2 snot bricks are double-sided, so just keep that in mind. And finally put a tile on the very end, and this is what you should have. Now we're going to work on the panels that will go on the side. Make sure you have the dark red parts on the bottom side. And remember to tile this all off. Now, just work on another one of those. Okay, here we go. There we go, got two of them, and now we're just going to attach it to the very sides. Just a reminder, the dark red is going to go on the very bottom. And this is what you should have at this point. Now we're going to work on the deck area. So you're going to want to put trans tiles or plates right there. Make sure that this surface you're working on is a 2x7. Remember to put the trans clear studs behind that white 1x2. And just alternate the pattern. Right behind those trans studs, we are going to have a 2x3 plate. And finally, a 2x6 on top, and these two 1x1s behind it, although you could replace them for 1x2s. And then we're going to grab jumpers of various sizes and place them on the top, and work on the smokestack as well. Well, the 4 smokestacks, that is. And now just snap it on. Make sure there's a little bit of tan showing in the front. And the Titanic wouldn't be complete without the flagpoles. And finally, just attach it to your model. Although it took me quite a while to get this one correct. And there you go, it's now on a nice diagonal. But did you really think we're done? Oh no, the Titanic hit an iceberg. So, we're gonna build that iceberg right now. In my original design, the iceberg was quite chunky, so I decided to make this one a little bit taller, or at least that's what I thought when I was building it. This is the pattern I came up with so far. Apologies for the slightly dirty bricks. If you want to build, you don't have to build the iceberg exactly like this. However, if you want a good looking iceberg, just remember to use a lot of underslopes and regular slopes to give it a nice effect. We're going to be putting white tiles and plates up on the top to make it look a little bit like snow. We're also including some trans blue plates and slopes to give it a transparent effect, so it looks a little bit more like ice. Oh yeah, this shade of blue, by the way, was only just unretired on a recent LEGO Minecraft set. Thankfully, I had a lot of them already, so I didn't have to go buy the new set, but yeah, it was... And now it's just me messing around with these parts, so I'll just let the time-lapse do its thing. And here we go, we now have the finished Titanic model. And it looks incredibly good. This should be what you came up with, and it's time to wrap up the video. Okay, while I was editing the video, I had a question. And I'm gonna test it. Does the Titanic float? That should be good enough. Now, let's put this thing in here. Does it float? I'm gonna assume not. I mean, it floats, just on its side. Okay, now it's time to wrap up the video. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Printz Studio. If you enjoy and want more of these brick-by-brick tutorials, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want more places I can be found online, check me out on Instagram. See you later!